What if the real reason you keep starting over with your fitness journey has absolutely nothing to do with your willpower, but everything to do with the hidden trap that no one tells you about? But here's the thing, most guys think they keep starting over because they lack discipline or motivation, or maybe they're just not built for consistency. It turns out it has almost nothing to do with those things because the real problem isn't motivation. The real problem is you're actually missing the hidden blueprint for making long-term habits stick. And once you have them, you'll feel completely unstoppable. In this video, I'm gonna give you my 3-step mindset fix. It is the blueprint to stop that start and stop cycle, and it's gonna help you build unbreakable fitness habits. But don't just take my word for it. I use these strategies for hundreds of men. Check out Chris. Chris is a busy professional and he ran a small business. He was always going, starting, stopping, and just feeling frustrated because he could never actually achieve his goal until he implemented these 3 fixes, and it changed everything. Also, check out Jesse. He runs a big company, and through all the complex issues he has to deal with at work and then family, he can never get his fitness on track until he implemented these strategies, and it changed everything for him. All right, mindset fix number 1, I call it the 1% rule. See, the problem is most people wait till they feel motivated to actually start working out. And you know how that goes. New Year's comes around, you're like, oh, I feel super motivated. A couple weeks pass, and then stops. Or you can have a couple of good days and you're like, man, I feel really good. The weekend comes, you lose the motivation, then you're like, I'll just start back on Monday. And then the cycle continues. This happens all throughout the year, and it's a vicious cycle. And then when you get to the end of the year, you feel like you didn't reach anything, or you might be even worse than you started. So the shift that I suggest is don't focus on motivation, focus on momentum. Think of it like a heavy flywheel. Like it's really hard to get going, especially, I always say the hardest thing is getting to the gym. So it's really hard to get going, but once you get it going, it's rolling and you have that momentum. So your small, consistent actions will build big momentum over time. So a practical strategy of implementing the 1% rule is you want to focus on small, non-negotiable tasks. So really focus on really like absolutely small things that just seems almost crazy, but this is what you want to do to get the momentum started. So instead of focusing on a whole 60-minute workout or hour-and-a-half workout, focus on maybe 10 push-ups, or I'm gonna just do 20 jumping jacks. This is something I really implement with my clients who struggle with discipline and consistency. It seems like a small thing, but once they get that momentum, that 10-minute workout turns into a 20-minute workout or a 30-minute workout, or they start build those habits that they want to be consistent, and you don't want to break that momentum. So think about 1% that you can do, small non-negotiable tasks, small non-negotiable things that you can implement today. All right, mindset fix number 2, I call it the bounce back blueprint. So this is a huge trap, especially for high achievers. They have the all or nothing mentality. If I can't get my perfect workout in, if I can't eat super clean throughout the whole week is scrapped and I'm just forgetting everything. Either I'm going all in or I'm all out. If you have that perfectionist mindset, that is going to kill you when it comes to fitness, because even the best top fitness people that you're looking at, they're not perfect. You got to realize that consistency is all about imperfect action. Life is going to get messy. You're going to have family things come up. You're going to have things that come up on your schedule that you didn't know about. That's going to throw you off track, but it's all about being consistent throughout it. And consistency does not look like every single day. Consistency can be a couple times a week, but it's all about keeping that momentum and that flywheel going. So a strategy that I personally use is the 2-day rule. So that means I'll never miss 2 workouts in a row or 2 meals in a row. So what this means is if I'm out traveling and I'm out and about and I don't have access to a gym, and maybe I'll miss one workout, the next one, if I still don't have access to a gym, I'll just do something at home. Or if I'm eating bad on the weekend, if I'm doing something, eating pizza on Friday, I won't go Saturday eating pizza again. So think of it like that. What 2-day rule can you implement? And I'll suggest start small. Don't start with workouts, food, water, all this stuff. Maybe just start with the workouts. I want to be more consistent and disciplined with my workouts, so I'm not going to miss 2 days in a row. So that doesn't mean I have to go to the gym every single day, but I could do push-ups one day, I could just do cardio one day, but every single day or every 2 days, I'm going to get my momentum going, and I'm not going to miss 2 days in a row. Mindset fix number 3, I call it the legacy lens. So when you initially start a fitness journey, you're feeling like, oh, I want to look better in my clothes, or I want to just lose 10 pounds, or I want to lose this gut. That actually is a good thing to get you going. But after a while, life comes at you, then the gym, starts to get deprioritized, or you just kind of lose that motivation from eating healthy because that initial spark is not strong enough. So the shift that I make when I'm always talking to clients is let's try to identify your deep intrinsic motivations. I had a son almost a year ago, and one of my motivations is to be healthy, strong, and still be able to run with him 10 to 15 years from now. So when I'm working out, I'm not thinking about, oh, I want to look good. Of course, everybody wants to look good, but how can I stay healthy? How can I stay strong? How can I work on different flexibility, things that's going to keep me 10, 15 years from now? So think about, what are your deep intrinsic motivations? Comment below too. I want to know, what are your motivations? Do you want to get rid of your high blood pressure? Do you have diabetes? You want to get rid of this family dynamic if no one actually exercises and eating healthy? You can change everything for yourself. Think about, what deep intrinsic motivations do you have, despite of just, I just want to look better, or I want to lose 10 pounds. All right, so we covered the 1% rule, the bounce back blueprint, and we also covered looking through a legacy lens. So all these three are going to be crucial into improving your discipline and your consistency, but I want to just give you two more bonuses that's going to help tie all this together. So the first one is working on your identity shift. So try to shift from just doing to actually being. So what that means is, most people actually go to the gym and they're like, all right, I'm gonna try to work out twice a week, or this week I'm gonna try to eat healthier. So instead of just trying to do all these different tasks, try to think of what a healthy person would do. So I think of myself as a fit and healthy person. So I don't go 3 or 4 days without exercising, because a fit person wouldn't do anything like that. Or I don't eat pizza, fast food every single day, because a fit, nutritious person wouldn't do that to their body. So don't think about the actual task. Think about, what does my future self actually will do in this situation? Will I miss a week? Will I get down on myself and I won't get back on track? Will I not stick to the 2-day rule? Think about becoming that person and having that identity shift. I'm telling you, this is going to change everything. The last one is, environment is everything. So you need to set up your environment for success. So me personally, I work out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and people are like, why do you actually wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? That is like super early. And the reason I do it is because I'm setting up my environment for success. When I wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I have a wife, I have a son, I have a business to run. Between 6 a.m. until 6 p.m., I have phones going off. I have people emailing me, texting me. So if I wake up super early, 3 or 4 o'clock, I give myself those hours that is unbothered. No one's calling me, no one texting me, and I can actually focus on that. Once it reaches 6:37 a.m., I have a lot of things coming at me, and there's no way that I can be consistent. So think about that. What environment can you set up? Maybe you could do it in the middle of the day. Maybe you do it after. Maybe in work, when you're working at your desk, you could do a couple push-ups, jumping jacks, when nobody's going to be bothering you. Think about, how can you set up your environment to be consistent and more disciplined. I hope these tips are super valuable, and I promise you, if you use them, it's going to change everything for you. If you're at a place in your journey right now and you feel like, man, I'm just so frustrated. I'm at my heaviest weight right now. I'm going back and forth. I'm always just starting and stopping, and I feel frustrated when I walk into a room. I'm just not, I feel self-conscious about my body, and like, I need to get to a place where I could just fast track this and actually improve and keep these habits long term. Let me know. I'll put a link in the description. We can schedule a chat and we can see if our program is a good fit for you. But either way, if this was value for you, check out this next video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.